There was once a person on Mivtzoyim. He had a very good Teshayla. Why is it important to listen to every single thing in Shulchan Aruch? Sometimes it's annoying, sometimes it's lazy, sometimes you're not interested. So there's a few ways that I answer a person. You could give the person a direct answer. You could tell him, I want to answer you by email. Okay. We'll speak about it, but give me your email. Person gives the email. He gives us the address. And the next Friday, I'm Iftoyim. He's like, no, what happened? You didn't send anything? We're like, what? It didn't go through? He's like, I didn't get anything. He's like, no, let's check the email address that you gave. We checked the address, the email address, everything was right. We just didn't put in the dot. Before .com, at gmail.com, we didn't put the dot. We just did @com. And he's like, if you didn't do the .com, the dot, it's not going to go through. So like the answer speaks for itself. The little pratim, we're not talking about a phone number with a number off. We're talking about a little dot. The answer is not going to come through. In סימן Tazayin, in דיני, הפסקות בברכות קריאה שמע וברכות שמע. The הפסקים in ברכות קריאה שמע and קריאה שמע. Boy, sifim, and in this סימן, in סימן Tazayin, there are 5 sifim. ברכות קריאה שמע ושלושה ברכות שאין יצר אהב ורבא. geen kostel rabbeinu בשולחן הזקן. נהגים דינס אלו בנוסח פסיכוסו אבל בנוסח בסדר הנוסח Abbas Eilum. Emes v'yat. In Shacharis, there are shtei brachos לפני and brachos לאחרי. There's also brachos לפני ולאחרי in Maidiv. So right now we're going to speak about brachos לפני ולאחרי of Shacharis. The 2 brachos לפני are Yotze, and in the Welt, the second bracha is Abba Rabba. In our Siddur, it's Abbas Eilum, but it's the same thing. Abbas Eilum, Abba Rabba is the same thing. The 2 brachas before are Yotze and Abbas Rabba, Abbas Eilum. The bracha that's after is Emes v'yatziv till we go to Gal Yisrael, and then we start Shemoneh Esrei. V'chein b'maidiv kriya shma b'rechoseh. And the same thing is with maidiv. There's brachas that we say before, and there's a bracha after. Hein chamura is yoyser mipsuki de zimra ve'in echlakis leprakim. They are more stringent, they're more chomer. You have to be more careful in B'rechos Shema than Psuki de Zimra. And they are, nechlak, they're divided into prakim. Velo, in what are the prakim? Bein ha-prakim. Bein Yotze, Ha'ma'odis, La'aba Rabbo. Between Yotze, Ha'ma'odis, Ta'abas Olam, after the bracha, that's 1 perek. Bein ha-beicher b'ama Yisrael bi'ava l'shma Yisrael. Right after ha-beicher b'ama Yisrael bi'ava, before Shema is the 2nd perek. Bein after the Shema Yisrael, bein shinant v'sharecha l'vayim shemaya, bein al-aretz v'yemer. After the first parsha of Kriya Shema, which is V'ahavta tol v'sharecha. Before V'hayim Shemaya, it's the next perek. Then before Vayomer, the finishing parsha of V'hayim Shemaya, Tol Vayomer is the next perek. Al Haaretz, before Vayomer. So those are the prakim of Kriya Shema. There's Birchas Kriya Shema, there's in Kriya Shema itself, there's Bein HaPrakim. Halacha Beis, Bein HaPrakim Mutar Leimar Amin, Al Kol Baracha, Shu Shemeya, Rabbeinu Kasav Shedinei, Gebehem Ta Perek, Chutz Mi, Amin sha'achar bracha zu atzma sh'nigmara shemut alanis achareh. In the Shulchan Aruch it says that Bein HaPrakim you're allowed to answer any Amin. The Alter Rebbe says that the B'rachos Kriya Shema, Bein HaPrakim have the same din as Bein HaPrakim itself, which is more chamor than Bein HaPrakim. There's in the middle of B'rachos Kriya Shema, which means I'm not Bein HaPrakim, I'm in the middle of a parsha, I'm in the middle of a bracha. Those are more chomer bein ha-prakim, between the prakim of Kriya Shema or Birchas Kriya Shema. The Alter Rebbe is machmir to tell you that there is no difference between bein ha-prakim and the prakim, in the middle of the prakim itself, chutz for one thing, the bracha that you're coming from, that bracha you're allowed to answer bein prakim. For example, if we just finished Yotze, continue Meir Laudits, then we go to the bracha of Yotze before Abbas Olam, I'm only allowed to answer bein prakim on the bracha that I just finished. Yotze I'm allowed to answer bein prakim. However, Shulchan Aruch says you're allowed to answer any kaddish, any kedusha, any baruchu bein prakim. We're going to see between the prakim, we're more machmer. There's different halachas. There's less things that you're allowed to answer bein prakim. And the Alter Rebbe takes the chumrah of prakim and bein prakim are the same thing. So bein prakim and the prakim according to the Alter Rebbe. Also between the yad and shel reish of Rashi, and also like kain Yotze, which is in the end of Shmoneh Esrei. Those three things have the same dinim, same halachas. We're allowed to answer in those three places. According to Shulchan Aruch, you're allowed to answer kaddish kedusha baruch. Avo baruch baruch shema lo yoyman. Baruch baruch shema you're not allowed to answer. V'gam im shemei shakol lo imiri mikriya shema lo yoymar imam as a pasuk shema Yisrael lo yoymar mashu oimer bekilam kederech sheoimrim akol shema Yisrael Rabbeinu kasav sheyoymar beisei nigun shenira kilu koire imam. Now, if the minion is saying shema, and you want to answer shema with the minion, so you should say whatever you're saying b'kol ram. The Alter Rebbe says with the same niggin as if you would be saying shema, but to say shema itself, if you're bein prakim, you don't say shema, but you should say it out loud. Abba say Lord, like as if you're saying shema with the minion, because the minion is being mekabel on himself and you're in shul, you don't put your hand on your eyes. You're being tifresh minat tzibur. You're not being mekabel l'mach shemayim. Even if you don't say the pasuk Shema Yisrael, but it should look as if you're saying Shema with the minion. If you're in a place in davening where you can't answer. Halacha Gimel. Be'emtza perek eina amen rak achar birchas hakel hakadosh ve'achar birchas shemei hatefila. In chazaras hashatz, there's two amen you're allowed to answer bein prakim, hakel hakadosh and the amen of shemei hatefila. V'kadosh yemer amen yeshmei rabam v'varach lalam lamel maya. Rabbeinu kasav yemer gam yizbarech. So, according to the Shulchan Aruch, be'emtza prakim, these are the things you're allowed to answer. According to the Alter Rebbe, these are the things you answer bein prakim and be'emtza prakim. It's the same thing. Besides, we said the amen that you're coming from, the parsha, the perek you're coming from, the last amen. If you're bein prakim, you're allowed to answer after you hear the chazan if you didn't continue into the next perek. Now, according to Shulchan Aruch, the only things you're allowed to answer be'emtza prakim are, we're going to say it right now clearly. Hakel HaKadosh, Shemei HaTefillah, the first three words of Moedim Anachnu Lach. In Kedusha, you'll answer Kadosh, Baruch, and Yimloich, and that's it. Kadosh, Baruch, Yimloich, and Baruch you're allowed to answer. These are be'emtza prakim according to Shulchan Aruch, and according to Alter Rebbe, even bein prakim. Okay, and in Kaddish itself, there's two amens. And the first ve'imru amen. So there's the third amen and the fifth amen. Yemar gam ken amen ushar amenim shebekadish lo yan she'enim meikor hakadish gedusha yishtek v'yishma mashliach tzibur yemenim hakol kadosh 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 arvayet tzvois melech alaretz kivede yishtek yemenim hakol baruch v'edavayim kem v'yoser lo yeman she'enim meikor hakadusha v'chein koster rabbeinu b'shulchan achvasider seviralei de yemar gam yimloich the hu gam meikor hakadusha. See here you have the inyanim that you answer be'emtza prakim. Vim shemei baruchu, and if he is baruchu bein min hashliach tzibur bein min ha'ilatoyre in baruch havayim averach le'navod. And also we mentioned baruchu, he's allowed to answer if he hears the tzai from the chazan or tzai, someone that goes up to the Torah. Gam amen jar berachas eila the Torah, and also the amen which you hear from the eila the Torah you're allowed to answer. Yima kalayim moedim yishche gam came to yemer, you have to bow with the minion. And you should say the first three words. It should be as if you're saying moedim with the minion, so you're bowing as if it looks like you're saying moidim. If he hears a koil ram outside it's raining outside and he hears a lightning, hears a thunder, hears a thunder, lightning you see and thunder you hear. It's brought down the Magen Avram, the king goes of Rabbeinu V'Yishem, the lo yapsik was the Bechor Shayr writes you shouldn't answer. The Alter Rebbe says you could answer. Emta Prakim to say if you hear a Koil Ram. So Kitzur Amais over here, Emta Prakim, what are the things you're allowed to answer? In Kaddish, there's two things. Amen Yesh Meiraba, and the first Vimru Amen. Chazaras Hashatz, it would be Hakel HaKadosh and Shemei Tefillah. In Kedusha, it's Kaddish, Baruch, and the Alter Rebbe adds Himloich. In the Moedim, you bow and you say Moedim Anachnu Lach. Birchas HaTorah, you answer Baruch Hashem HaMavorach. Lo Navod or Baruch from the Chazan or something that goes with the Torah. The Amen of Birchas HaTorah, you're allowed to answer Amen. And he adds at the end of the halacha, if you hear a Koil Ram, you should answer. You should make the bracha. You can answer on that bracha in the middle of Psukei Kriyashma, Bein HaPrakim or Be'emta HaPrakim. Already mentioned the idea of Koil Ram. So you know by Matan Torah it says Roimas HaKelis V'Shemas HaNishma, because it was very important to tell the person Loi, they should see the Koilos, Roimas HaKelis, that somebody shouldn't come and tie charayin and say Loi with the Vav, Loi Signai, from him we have to steal. From him, Kitzur, so the Eibusher wanted it to be clear, Loi mit an Aleph, no stealing. But das is Nacharin. Halacha Da'alit. Elu Hafsekis Sha'imrim Chamanu, these are the hefsiks that we said that you're allowed to mutter lahafsik be'emtza perek imhu beberachos. Yichavin shiyeh hefsik heichel the salik in yonir. Somebody's bein aparakim, he should have in mind to try to stop the salik in yonir. He shouldn't, if he knows he's going to come, he knows the chazan is coming up to Chazaras Hashatz, he knows the chazan is coming up to Baruch, he knows that there's a kaddish going to be said, and he's in the middle of Birchas Kadeshma, he should put himself in a situation, in a matziv, that he could stop. Bein HaPrakim would be best. If not Bein HaPrakim, at least Bein HaPsukim, to answer Bein HaPsukim, and not in the middle of a perek, and not in the middle of a pasuk. And if he's in the middle of Kriya Shema, not Bein HaPrakim, he should have in mind to have a hefsek between psukim. And if it's impossible, it's a long pasuk, or he started the pasuk already, and the chazan said kaddish or kedusha or baruch, whatever it is, so he's allowed to answer in the middle of the pasuk, because if not, he's going to miss it without saying it with the minyan. And nevertheless, he should try to have mechovin to stop a certain type of inyan in the davening, even if he's bein haprakim, bein hapsukim, episa inyan, he should stop, and over there he should say whatever the kahal chazan is saying. And wherever he stopped, he goes back to the beginning of that pasuk. This that we said you're allowed to stop between prakim, in the middle of prakim, ladvarim shamarnu. Eino yadin bepasuk shma yisrael ubaruch shem kven machustan uvadochem b'nei. This is not including after shma